Is there such a thing as politely insulting the vice president? Well, a small business owner in Virginia tells Vice President Biden's advance team, no offense, but don't come to my bakery. Now, this came after he was asked to host a media event for the vice president. Chris McMurray, owner of the Crumb and Get It bakery in Radford, Virginia, joins us. Nice to see you, Chris.
Good to be here, Greta. It's my pleasure.
Okay, so tell me what happened. You're opening up your store, and who shows up?
Well, I was there early on Wednesday morning, about 8 a.m. We were working on a large order of cookies for a wedding, and I noticed some extra activity outside. And about 10 o'clock when I opened the door, around that time, a young lady came in and asked basically permission if Vice President Joe Biden could come in and do a photo shoot and bring a lot of press and have a little stop on his way to a larger event at Virginia Tech. And after much thought, what seemed like a few minutes, of course it probably was just a few seconds, I replied, no disrespect to you or the Vice President or the any of you guys, but I just respectfully decline you all coming in here. And she said, of course there'll be a lot of press here and you know, be good publicity for your business. And I said, well, I understand that very well, but I still respectfully decline. And she was very nice, very cordial, and she just exited and said they'd have to regroup.
Why did you say no?
Well, a couple of reasons. The first reason, differences in my faith, in my Christian faith, and what I believe that administration stands for. I have some differences there, but also in policy. And one of the main things that was playing out in my mind was the statement that President Obama made in Roanoke last month, speaking of small businesses and entrepreneurs all over the country, saying if you've got a business, you didn't build that. And here we are working 16, 18-hour days, and here's my wife who's been up for 24 hours, and here are my kids that are resting and sleeping in the back. And yes, we are building this, and yes, it is in its infancy stage, but we are working very hard to build it.
You said your difference in your faith. I don't understand that, what that has to do with this no. I understand the business decision based on the statement that, you know, about you didn't build it yourself, but what does the faith have to do with you declining?
Sure. Well, I just think that the current administration stands for some things that I don't necessarily stand for because of my beliefs in Christian faith. I just think there are some differences in what they stand for.
All right. Well, I got to dig a little bit deeper than that. I mean, because, you know, the government's a rather broad organization with people of all walks of life and many different faiths. And is this directed at anyone in particular, or I frankly don't understand this one.
No, it is not directed at anyone in particular, and it's just a personal belief and a personal faith. And again, I don't mean any offense to the folks in the current administration, but just a difference in belief.
All right. Well, I'll stop there. I won't beat a dead horse on that one. I'm curious what the reaction has been to you turning down the vice president to have his event there.
Sure, but the response has been tremendous. We've had a lot of great support locally and nationally. We've had tons of great phone calls and emails and letters and just an outpouring of wonderful support and just saying thank you for being our voice. Thank you for standing up for business in America, and the support has been tremendous.
All right, I just got to go back to this. You don't discriminate based on faith, do you, sir? I mean,
Absolutely.
You would serve people from. I mean, just so I'm clear on this, like anyone wants to come in and buy a cookie, it doesn't matter the person's background, right?
Absolutely. I make no discrimination. We make no discrimination as a company, and anyone and everyone who comes into our store can certainly be served. But I think the difference is what these people were looking for. They weren't necessarily looking for a service, but they were looking for a photo op in a swing state with a small business owner. Not necessarily looking for really service.
I'm curious, how's business doing?
Wonderful. It has exploded. Greta, I can count on one hand the negative comments and the negative feedback that we've gotten. The support has been tremendous, and we are so thankful and grateful for the folks that have called and ordered and all of the great local support.
And I take it, based on what you said, that you're not going to be voting for President Obama and Vice President Biden. I guess that's a given, based on the fact that you didn't give them that you didn't want them to do the photo op.
That's correct, Greta.
All right, well, that was a pretty easy one. Anyway, Chris, thank you.